Hello again, everyone. It's me, Mori. I have returned to my whispering roots. But if you liked the soft-spoken ASMR I did last video, do not be afraid. I am going to be doing more of that in the future. So please don't unsubscribe or anything. I love you. I love you guys. Today is an exciting, super duper exciting video. I am going to be doing the unspeakable in Honkai Star Rail. I'm going to be exploring. That's not really the unspeakable. I'm joking. It's just because, it's not like an open world RPG like Genshin or WoW, where you farm by exploring. It's more of like a content clearing that you do to get your stellar jades. But I am saving for Dan Heng's new form. We don't know if he's gonna be free. Oh my gosh, that was a car door outside. I'm sorry. There is speculation that he'll be free, but no one knows for certain. So I'm gonna save. I'm guaranteed. I lost to what's his name, Yanqing or something. And I currently have like 40 something tickets. So I'm nearly there. And if he is free, then I'm gonna pull for his light cone. I know I said I'd pull for Everynyan, but I mean, like, she's not even a DPS. She's a sub DPS for Castoris or Castoris. I don't know which one it is, but I don't have her. And I know she's getting a rerun, but I don't really want her. Like, she's super pretty and all, but her gameplay is not my cup of tea. I know she's super powerful, but like, I used her. I borrowed her from one of my friends for a couple of domains when I was low ranking, when I was a new player. And like, all of my characters died because she consumed their HP. I hate it when people consume their, like, characters' HP, like Verena in Genshin. I can't stand it because my characters are like, I'm so anxious they're gonna die. But yeah, so I'm just gonna save for Dan Heng because I really need another preservation unit, and I haven't seen Aventurine in a long time, and I don't think he will be coming back for a while. I'm also really desperate for Rapper, so praying that like we get Dan Heng for free and then there's a Rapper rerun. That would be big. But Rapper wasn't very popular when she released. She was kind of a bit of a filler character, so we don't know when she's getting a rerun. And I really, really want her. She is so cool. Also, if you are looking at my gameplay and thinking this is atrocious, I know. My phone is super laggy here, and I really didn't know where I was going. Specifically, the Xianzhou, it's so confusing to navigate in like these little container compartment shipping places. Like, I'm running around, I'm like, where do I go? How do I get here? And you can see a few times I'm looking on the map, and it's a bit of a where you just scratch your head and go, I don't know where to go. So yeah, you're just gonna see me running around a bunch, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it's worth it for these stellar jades. These stellar jades. I used to call them primos. I think I used to call like every gacha game currency primos, but I call them jades. Stellar jades. I remember when Boot Hill released, and Dan Heng and Boot Hill's voice actors did a cover of because Cypher's out in the team. A wild Cypher has been spotted in my team for the first time in a while, because her running abilities are super helpful with like exploration. I can run past the enemies and they won't catch me, and I can go places fast. The only annoying thing is the technique points. I keep getting them used up and I can't find the container things that you hit to get more of the points. So I keep using my resources, which is kind of dumb. I'm a little bit dumb, but it's okay. We live and let live, and we don't judge other people's gameplay, right? That's a good standard to live by. I think it's so annoying when someone judges your gameplay. For example, I don't know, if you're playing Genshin and you lay down your supports and then someone's like, actually you laid down your supports wrong, you're doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong most of the time, but it's like, you didn't have to say that. Some people just genuinely do want to help, and I like, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But when they're trying to be snarky about it and they're like, do you even know how to play this game? No thank you. No thank you. And there was way too much of that in the Genshin fandom. I'm so super happy that I'm drifting away from it. Don't get me wrong, I still will play Genshin and love Genshin, and I still see like lore videos and character edits and stuff, but straying away from the main fandom is so, like, you know that image where it's the sunset background and there's a silhouette of someone breaking free from chains? It feels like that to get away from the Genshin fandom. And yeah, the Honkai Star Rail fandom is kind of chill, more chill. It's a lot less toxic, I'd say. And then I've heard the CCC fandom is either just like a bunch of gooners or the chillest people you'll ever meet. I want to get back into CCC, but at the same time I don't. Like, it looks fun and the character designs are so pretty. Well, most of the time. But I don't need another gacha game in my life right now. I'm already consumed with 3. I also want to get Infinity Nikki back. How would you guys feel if I did an Infinity Nikki ASMR? Because I love Infinity Nikki. I didn't play it a lot when I had it, but it was fun, and it was just like, if I didn't have anything to do, it was there for me, and I liked that. Oh, and the dresses and stuff were to die for. Honestly, that is the wardrobe I want. I want Nikki's wardrobe. And not to mention, like, just the characters are really pretty, and the scenery, the graphics weren't like 100% amazing, but it was still pretty, and I loved the little like village core and stuff. The enemies did like actually kill me a bunch though. I hated fighting the enemies because there was like an option. I was skipping past dialogue, as you do, you know, and there was an option, and I accidentally clicked. It was for combat. It was like, do we auto aim for you, or do you want to have to aim by yourself? And because I was like speed clicking, I accidentally clicked aim by myself, so it was so hard to hit enemies and I always missed. But it was fun regardless, and I don't think it was too big of a game when I was playing it, because I played in 1.0 or something, like the very beginning stages, up until like 1.2 or 1.3. I think I uninstalled it at 1.2 and reinstalled it at 1.3 or 1.4 or something. Sorry, there was just someone outside my room, and there was like creaky floorboards, so I cut that out, and now my bed is creaking. Oop. Oh, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about. I really, like, it's not, I don't hate it, but when I make super long videos, I always struggle to find stuff to talk about. I try to ramble, but even my rambles don't last forever. or 4 subjects to study further, along with English, maths and science. But in college, you literally just pick 3 subjects of what you want, and the college I'm going to has so many courses that I wouldn't even have heard of if I didn't invest in going to this college. And I'm super happy because they have a musical theatre course. I did an acting and drama course in high school, and I loved it. Okay, I didn't love it, but it was fun, and I scored good in it. I love to act. Oh wait, this is also a voice acting channel. What am I even talking about? And one of my subscribers that I made friends with said I give off big theatre kid vibes. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I am a theatre kid. I'm happy to admit I am a theatre kid. I love musicals and acting and stuff, so that musical theatre course was right up my street because I could also involve singing, and singing is a big part of my hobbies and just what I like to do. So I'm super happy about that. And then English. I was planning to study English no matter where I went because that's my future right there. Help, that one motorcyclist just came down my road again. You guys are getting super familiar with my neighborhood at this point. As I was saying, it kind of sounds crazy, but I love writing essays. I just love it, and analysing language and structure and terminology and stuff, that is right up my path. And a lot of my friends don't like it, or they go, you're crazy for liking that sort of stuff. But I mean, I don't know, it's so easy to write about, because in one of our courses, I think it's literature, you got to discuss why the playwright or the author or the writer has done certain things and how they present certain characters or certain emotions or moods or stuff. And because I like to write myself, I kind of just understand it, and even if there's not any hidden meanings behind it, I'm able to just make some, because I probably would have made something like that or something similar, you know. And it's so fun, and identifying terminology and stuff, especially if you write about tone and mood. The examiners love it when you write about the tone and the mood of the text. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to English, but if anyone needs any help writing their English essays, just drop me a comment. I would be happy to help anyone with their essays. Yeah, I just love it. I've said that a million times, but I will never get my point across, how much I love it. So anyway, I didn't get a lot of stellar jade in this video. I thought I did, but I don't know, I'm kind of running out of places to explore. I mean, yesterday, I think I had 28 wishes. Or was that the day before? No, I think I had 34 yesterday. Or was it 32? I can't even remember. And now I have 44 or something. So I've gotten 12 wishes in a day. No, in a couple of days. Which is good, considering I'm not strong enough to clear some of the endgame content. I struggle really hard with stuff like the Memory of Chaos and Apocalyptic Shadow because my sustains are not sustaining, and that is why I need Dan Heng as a preservation character. I really need a shielder. That or Aventurine, but Dan Heng is probably coming before Aventurine, so I mean it works out, you know. And his gameplay looks like it would be imaginary, but it's physical, and I don't hate that. Honestly, it's hard to hate elements in Honkai Star Rail because because there's no reactions. Like in Genshin, I can understand if you'd be like, I don't like this element because it doesn't have a strong reaction. But in Honkai Star Rail, it's just like, yep, this doesn't do anything. Which I guess is one of the things that is so unique about Genshin. But it also is insane for meta and power creep. Like, I don't know, you know, with Hyper Bloom and stuff, and now there's Lunar Charge and all this new stuff. And I don't hate that there's new reactions, but the power creep drives me insane. Because I'm definitely not a meta puller. I've mentioned this before. But yeah, I really... Should I start pulling for meta? No. I will pull for a character if they're pretty and they're meta. There we go. That makes sense. Also, I guess gameplay and lore has to be a big factor in why I would pull for someone. The reason I pulled for Mualani is because, like, she is so me. When I'm around my friends, I'm literally just Mualani. But I also like to say that I am Stell, or Kalos, or just the Trailblazer in general, because they're silly, they're goofy, they help people, they're loyal. That is just me. That is me. And I wouldn't say I have a love for trash, but I'm a bit of a hoarder, and don't leave me alone in thrift stores, because I tell you, I am not coming out there empty-handed. I went to a thrift store the other day, and I went to buy some clothes in preparation for autumn, because I really want to embrace the autumn this year, especially since we can wear our own clothes at college. We had to wear uniform up until the end of high school, and now we can wear our own clothes, so I'm embracing the fashion. As I've said before in a video, I think, I love fashion. I breathe fashion, and I like to dress really not different, well yeah, quite differently from the norm here in the UK, specifically around where I live. You could call my fashion alternative. I hope you couldn't hear the door creaking downstairs, but I love fashion, so I want to embrace the fashion this year, and I went to a thrift store to buy some stuff, and I came out with like 4 pairs of clothes. I bought this absolutely adorable vintage cardigan. It's quite thin, but it has birds on it, and there's like this button on the top which is plastic, it's clear plastic, but it has a bird inside it with a flower, and it is so pretty, and there's some ribbon on the inside, and the buttons are the wooden heart ones that you get. It was so cute. That is like, I had to buy it. And I also bought a brown jumper that I would probably style with a pleated skirt. I have this brown pleated skirt, tights and leg warmers. Leg warmers are essential for almost every outfit of mine. I have like 5 pairs of leg warmers. Oh god, I've got into the fashion yap. Guys, like, if you don't dress alternatively, I don't care. You can dress how you want. I hate when people say they're alternative and they dress. No, they don't dress. They judge how other people dress. That is not the alternative way. You know, it's like people say you can't get a conservative cloth because it's part of the fashion, the lifestyle. So yeah, you can dress however you want, and you know, you go. I was gonna say you go girl, but I don't know if my whole audience is girls. You go monarchs, there you go. so nice, well, specifically on YouTube, and no one would judge probably, but I'm still scared. The ASMR community on TikTok is like so toxic, and I'm sorry if you're in that community, you're not the toxic one probably, but yeah, I'll be on an ASMR video and everyone in the comments is just like making negative, snarky comments, and it's like, shut up, this ain't for you. And I hate when people hate, like, just scroll, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm a professional hater of many things, but I will never bring someone else down. Yeah, I'll only hate on, like, I don't know, characters or games and stuff. I'll never hate on a person because that's not nice. I know what it feels like to be hated on. I was very much hated in my year group. I wouldn't say hated. Well, yeah, kind of hated. Not hated, but I wasn't liked. Everyone knew my name in a negative way. But I didn't know anyone, like, I barely knew anyone. And it wasn't nice. I hate to say it, but no one at my age is really that mature. You can get the occasional one, but everyone else is basically just really immature, and that was most of my year, and I hated that because just like no one understood you, and no one has empathy either, so it sucked. But you know, I got out of there eventually, and now I never have to go back to that school again. I didn't hate the school, but I didn't like it. Wait, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna say I hated it. This is what I mean by I'm a professional hater. I hated that school, professionally. I'm making mouth sounds because I don't know what to talk about. If you guys would like me to discuss like some sort of topic or something in, I don't know, to do with anything, just comment it and I'll like try and make something about it. Oh yeah, someone requested gum chewing, and I will get to that, I promise. I just need to buy more gum. I ran out of my one. It wasn't that nice of a flavour. I don't like super minty gum, and I don't like most fruit gums, and that was a fruit gum. Like, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't something I'd go, yep, I want to devour all of this straight away. I mean, that's probably a good thing because you shouldn't eat gum, you should just chew it, hence it's called chewing gum. What am I on about? What am I on about? My whispers feel extra clicky today. You know, some days when your whispers just don't click. Well, I'm talking about if you do ASMR. If you don't do ASMR and you're like, what the hell, Mori? What the helly? What the helly? Yeah, please ignore me. But for my ASMR, oh my god, the motorbike's back. What is this motorcyclist doing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Why are they racing up and down my road that has a speed limit of 30? Anyway, I think I was saying, you know, for my ASMR artists watching this, do you ever just like have days where your whispers aren't clicky and your whispers are clicky? Because I do. Sometimes I'll go to record and I'll just be like, you know what, this doesn't sound good. It's back! What the helly, what the helly, what the helly? I'm gonna have a crash out if it comes back one more time. It has interrupted me like 4 times in this video or something. What? Okay. Deep breaths. Calm down. frizzy hair, but my hair is Asian. It's like a mix of Asian and white hair, so it's got the texture of Asian hair. I don't know if it sounds that good. Okay. Well, just let me know if you like it, because I don't know what to think of it. You know what? I was gonna say, what if I did some tapping to fill this blank space where I have no yap left to give? But I don't know. Some people don't like tapping. That's weird. Not people that don't like tapping. Like, I just went empty-headed. It is not my day-to-day, guys. My brain is fried. I need to go back to school. Oh my god. One of my friends, she farms Genshin all the time. And once, when she was farming for Skug, she sent me a screenshot of her Genshin. And it was just the quest screen, you know, when you look at your quests. And it was completely empty. And I said, girl, you gotta go back to school. This was after we finished our exams and broke up for the summer. We got an extra long summer this year because of our exams. And I get quite a long summer at my college, which is so nice. I literally love this college I'm going to. They really care for their students, and that is what a school should be. Looks at my old school with a menacing expression on my face. They really didn't know how to take care of the kids, and they didn't know how to deal with bullying or anything. So it really sucked, and you just had to get through it by yourself. Is this motorcyclist coming back? No, I just heard them in the distance. What the helly? Why are they going around my neighborhood? It is like coming up to 6 o'clock. You should be back at home. It is not rush hour anymore. Wait, 5 to 6 is rush hour, never mind. You should be at home, or like just not parading around on your motorbike in a mostly elderly people neighborhood on a road, down a road that is supposed to be a speed limit of 30. We really struggle with speeding down our road because it's not smooth, but it's just one really long road that's pretty straight. There aren't many curves and stuff, so people accelerate down it, and it's super annoying, especially people with like revvy engines. They go vroom, and especially like they do it at night as well. They do it at like 3 a.m. and if it's hot and I'm sleeping with the window open, my room is at the front of the house, so I can hear it, and it's like, stop this, go away. There's literally a major road a couple of miles away from me. Why are you choosing to do it here? Yeah, I just went blank. I mean, my brain just went blank again. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. I got a new pencil case for school. It's a Legami one. If you don't know what Legami is, it's a pretty famous brand in the UK, even though I think they're Japanese, and they do really cute stationery and stuff. They got this very cute pencil case that has a cat on it, and it says meow, because kitty cat, meow. I love cats. I am a cat person rather than a dog person. I don't dislike dogs, but they scare me a lot. For reasons I won't say. Don't want to trauma dump, you know. But kitties are so pretty. I love kitties. And even though they aren't friendly, super friendly 100% of the time, they can be friendly. Like my mama's friend had a Mori gets interrupted by motorbike 150 times ASMR, because that's basically what's happening here. And I don't want it to be annoying. I'm pretty sure everyone, like most people, will just go, nah, it's fine, but I'm scared people will be like, this is so annoying, she keeps cutting the video. I am very sorry. I wish I didn't have to. Like, but the motorbike, someone opened a door, so I had to cut the footage. I don't know why my house is so noisy at the moment. Normally around this time it's quiet, but I guess not today. Not when I wanted to film my silly little ASMR video. I'm just a bit silly and goofy, guys. Also, I hate these puzzles. Like, I can never figure them out once they're slightly above hard. I genuinely struggle. I'm not a puzzles person. I never liked doing puzzles when I was a kid. And it's not that I don't like to do them now. I just don't like complicated ones because my brain can't work that hard. I am not flashy. I am not super smart. And I don't like problems. Well, it's not that I don't like problem solving. Like, you know, with maths and that sort of thing. I didn't like maths. I still don't like maths. But hey, I don't really have to do it ever again. Well, I do, but not as a assessed course. So take the L, maths. I genuinely say take the L a lot. I know I'm stuck in like 2016 or whatever, when that was a trend. But did anyone ever dab? I dabbed a lot when I was a kid in 2016. That was like my peak age. That was when I was super happy and school wasn't like hard or anything. But mentally, I still feel stuck at 13. Like, I'm not 13 anymore, but sometimes people go, so how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 13. Wait a second. No, I'm not. Oh my god, it's like that one Gallagher voice line. You know, when Marge goes, Mr. Gallagher, how old are you? And he turns around and with the straightest face ever, he goes, I'm 13. That was so funny back in the day, back in the Penacony days. As I said, I didn't play, but I kept up with like the media and the memes and characters and stuff. And I used to watch like these funny HSR moment compilations. What is that word? I don't know, but where they put it all together. That was like super fun. And it was really funny. Like there were that one Acheron voice line where she's like, what are you doing in my room? And then when Misha just slams the door open and goes, welcome. It's like Penacony out of context is so funny. But when you're playing the quest, it's like, oh god, we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. Because this law is fire. The law is fire. I'm sorry if you don't like me repeating words. I didn't like doing it at first, but honestly, it's just a way to fill the blank space. And I think some words can be tingly, especially words with lots of L's in them. Wait, my mind went blank. Like, lock in, or lo. And, this one time I was watching Soulscape ASMR. Her whispers are so, like, chillaxing. They're so relaxing. And one thing that got to me was when she said TikTok. I don't think it's